What stood before me looked like a sentient neon sign with an amazing pair of legs, dressed from head to toe in a scintillating, migraine-inducing outfit. She was young, but she was clearly the ballbuster in the room.
Ow! Is that the way Inferno treats guests these days?
Guests use the front entrance. Otherwise, they don't go on breathing for very long. The fact you still are makes this the luckiest day of your life. And you better fucking believe it.
Oh, I'd sure smile from all that happiness, but there's a ton of metal on my face.
Gresh,
Ah!
that's the only break you're getting, asshole. Now let's reveal the name behind that ugly face, shall we?
Cooper!
Simple enough. I might even remember it.
I could tell she was getting tired of showing off her power. Plainly, I wasn't the only one in the room meant to witness it.
What are you doing in my fucking club?
Ugh, I'm looking for a guy named Puck. He's one of your jockeys, and a main suspect in my investigation. Tell me where he is, and I might get off your back, and this guy can get off my head!
Oh, you might you? You get a load of this dumb fucker? I haven't seen an act this bad since that juggling Bion monkey set himself on fire.
There he was, a nattily-dressed kid in a fedora, fluorescent cocktail clutched in his mitt. He was doing his best to stay calm, but he was scared shitless.
What do you mean?
Puck is rather busy at the moment, and may I remind you that so are you.
Point taken, Your Majesty.
You are one barking dog, Cooper.
Can we take him to the golf course? We love golf, boss.
I kinda want to see it now, Goops.
Right, so it's a euphemism for what?
Pray you never find out, asshole. Right now, you still interest me. But that could change at any time. A middle-aged guy without a single augmentation. Damn, life on the streets must be a nightmare for you.
I prefer it this way.
Gresh? We definitely can't let you wave that cannon of yours around inside.
On it, boss.
You better give that gun back, you roided boat brain.
You'll get your damn toy back. We're just making sure it stays quiet. All right, party's over. Take our guest to the back. Make him feel at home.
Are you sure you don't want him to play golf, boss?
What? No, not yet. Just put him in a cell. We'll see what's what after I finish this little meeting here.
Well, we gave it our best, I guess.
Playing a good cop without a bad cop never works.
Hello, Frenzy. My name is Kate-Chuck, and welcome back to Let Byons Be Bygones. So, you saw what went down. Let's see what we've got going on here. So we've got a door. They're watching us. What was this? I saw something. Junk.
The room was filled with an assortment of seemingly useless junk. I recalled the good old video games of my youth, where the player would pick up and combine some completely random items to solve the problem at hand. With that in mind, I searched for something I could use to break down the door.
Coops, you can't even begin to comprehend how funny what you just said actually is. Please continue your detective work.
What the hell was I thinking? In real life, however, you can't just improvise like that. I miss the days when I actually had time to play those golden oldies.
All we can do is wait. Maybe the queen will cut the charade and calm down without her dumb audience present.
A thick, reinforced metal door, barred from the other side. There's no way out.
Okay, so I'm not going to bother with that. I guess we'll just...
I've slept like a baby on mattresses that were borderline torture devices. But this hideous thing outmatched them all.
Really?
I was stuck in a cell with no way out. All I could do was wait for my destiny to unfold.
I mean...
It wasn't exactly an obscure enigma to boggle the mind with. Just a missing girl. Simple as that. But all the odd hunches, twitching eyelids, gut cramps, red flags. They unified in making me uneasy, anxious, paranoid. There was something more. Luckily, I wasn't alone. At least in my decrepit remains of a mind palace. There's something we're not seeing, John. Someone's interest or angle or agenda. Yeah, there's always an agenda. A journalist knew that too well, especially when working on what may be the case of the century. Time withered. The silence screamed louder than any siren. Darkness gnawed at my eyes,
Leave the
harder
camera on.
than Terrahive's unrelenting neon
Terrahive.
blaze ever had. Then the curtains rose once more, ringing, so high-pitched,
Wait,
it
leave the
almost
kitty alone.
split my skull. I could tell since I'd tried to do the same with some of my reckless habits. I felt the scrutiny of curious eyes long before I could see it, plucking at my thoughts like the pages of a tattered old notebook. His posture hadn't slipped at all, but he looked drained.
I have a job for you, Dick.
You're spoiling the line.
What?
There's a sentimental value that... never mind. You wouldn't get it.
Of course. Another dog that can't keep his mouth shut.
Either he was buying time, or playing the smartass, or he was hiding. All bets were off. And let me guess, you're a big, brave man of action.
Correct. Actions are what separates those who keep running in circles from those who are willing to explore. So, do you walk or just talk, I wonder?
Before we both fall to sleep, what the hell do you want from me?
There's been a shockwave in Inferno. A major systems crash. I need you to investigate, uncover the source.
And you can't pinpoint the location?
I can, but it can't be accessed by anyone using a functional NIN.
Yes, naturally. Does it come with a free dose of lethal radiation on the side?
It was a null zone. Katarzyna claims she's never seen anything like it.
As his consciousness ebbed, the calm and collected act was slowly falling apart. Hey, remind me quick. Why am I supposed to give a damn about anything happening here?
Simple. I have something you want. But first, you must prove yourself useful to me. Deal?
Nothing I could have said would carry any real weight in that situation. I just wanted him out of the room. Pronto.
I need a more precise location than somewhere in Inferno.
The shit show went down in Den of Temptation, floor 196, between rooms 21 and 29.
So you do
As
know
he
where it's
made
at.
to exit my impromptu office, he dealt me the latest in a long line of ominous warnings.
Detective, be careful with Katarzyna. If you're not an idiot, you're a threat.
Got
We
it.
will talk later. Find me at Den, top floor.
Okay.
Throughout my ingloriously concluded career, I'd witnessed horrors of every kind, but nothing had prepared me for the sheer terror of that room. Every surface, from walls to floor, was drenched in dark, fresh blood. It looked like a bomb had detonated, scattering bones and organs instead of debris. The stench was overpowering and unmistakably fresh, like copper, but sharper, with a slight electric tang. And hovering just behind the unsettling silence, the eerie hiss of white noise. And the creepy bastard had called it a shockwave. It was a frickin' bloodbath.
No human being could have done this.
Looks like a health spot to me, Coops. Feel free to leave me here for some R&R, will ya?
Every piece of tech in the room fried, dead. It's almost impossible to spot anything useful under all this, well, blood spatter.
Okay.
The bodies, or what was left of them, were mangled beyond recognition. I couldn't even count the victims. Skulls, spines, all exploded.
Their skin looks weirdly intact and clean, as if they're burned from the inside. But it wasn't quick. They died in agony.
Let's see.
Oh, a strange cyber chair. Looks like someone was presented here for everyone else to observe, but why? I was doing my best to compartmentalize what I had seen, to discern anything that broke the usual patterns. Is that a set of bloody footprints? Blood, for example, is always a valuable asset when you learn to utilize its trail. Someone actually survived this carnage?
Or caused it.
Okay. Let's see where those.
Our exhibit might also be the perpetrator, and he clearly left the stage in a hurry.
Can't wait, you're sitting rep.
If I squint really hard, I might be able to isolate the tracks and follow them. When a man stepped into my field of view, I felt like time had stopped.
A herald of salvation from the barren filth of souls still threading, yet long departed.
Ooh, come here, because I can't sit with you right there.
A friendly but stern voice roused me from the shock.
One wall looks crumbled enough. I guess only two remain, huh?
You almost gave me a freaking heart attack.
The right verse always makes for a powerful entrance, though. Wouldn't you agree?
Not particularly. Yeah.
So what you're saying is,
More brains are about to pop up around this place.
It is, sadly, inevitable. 3 fences were built by stubborn, wayward mankind to defend against its own savior. The inherent flaws of humanity ensure that any structure we build, no matter how grand, eventually crumbles, paving the way for unity and progress. The 3 builders were imperfect, and so were their fences. The 4th one wasn't a builder, but a destroyer as much as a unifier. It's a fine cautionary tale, and my favorite poem, to be honest.
I suddenly remembered. I was the one who was supposed to be leading this conversation.
All right, cut the crap. Who are you and how did you get in here?
I am much like you, Mr. Cooper. Reliant on nothing but what has already been given to me. Look at us, walking freely among the twitching remains of humanity, and being despised for it. Even worse, manipulated. We are therefore adequate to witness the flow of time and all the magics it instills in us.
Still haven't answered my question.
Ah, I was hoping at least old Malt mentioned me from time to time. The old guard called me preacher. It stuck and waited to be given meaning.
Shoulda guessed.
It's a title, given, not claimed. I didn't like it at first, but a man gets used to the most horrible things.
Sadly.
Moniker should be easy enough to take, especially if it sounds more like a calling.
I actually have some very important questions for you.
And they will be answered. Meet me in the baths, where we can talk undisturbed by all, this.
That's all good, but I have no idea how to find the place.
You don't find the baths. You are led there.
Oh, come on. Am I in a Cloud Islands fantasy comic now?
Hey, I love Cloud Islands. It'd be awesome if they made a video game. Wink, wink.
Mystical cliches aside, the baths is Inferno's blind spot, forgotten by the filth that surrounds it. Seek my warden for guidance, and don't let his appearance frighten you. He's a good man. Unless you follow me. Then he would be obliged to take some non-lethal precautions. Still, a good man.
Inconvenient, but understandable.
Think of this as your first challenge, or quest, huh? It will be rewarding. Take this, you'll need it.
I doubt I'll need a single coin.
Goodbye, Mr. Cooper.
Haven't heard a voice that calm for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know, Coops. It's all cute until they roll out the holier-than-thou bullshit.
Like it or not, Preacher was an important piece of the puzzle, not to be ignored.
Okay, so let's see.
I can finally leave the...
Okay. Nothing. Can't see what it says under that.
Cauldron, the main attraction. I should keep an eye out for these signs.
Okay.
They lead to the right-hand elevator. The official signage led me to the cauldron, the centerpiece of that hellhole. The faint cacophony of what some fools called music was already drilling its way into my skull. Coincidence? Huh. The largest possible cauldron is needed for this rancid, never-ending stew that humanity has turned itself into. It was too peaceful, however. The crowd was reeling from the shock of the attack. barely breathing, struggling to hold their guts in place. The tracks ended there, smeared into the footprints of 1,000 panicked people grasping for their lives. The red light didn't help either.
I did not mean to hit that. Maui? Hold on, let me Google. What the? I've hit it. There we go. Hold on, let's go talk to...
Save me, my good man. I need a glass of whatever will kill my hearing fastest.
The bartender was not a very obvious Bion, tethered by cables and surprisingly functional. He started mixing my drink immediately.
One Echoes of the Past coming right up.
Echo, a sharp, reliable kick in the gut with the perfect moniker.
So you're one of those reader bartenders. I'm not in the mood for tricks, but it'll do the job.
Grief, regret, yearning. The echoes of my past were 3 moons orbiting a single world. My world. Carmen.
It won't wash the pain. You know that.
If I can numb it, that'll do. At least for a minute.
Or you could do the right thing.
We were the last 2 suckers on Terra Hive who cared about time.
The hardest thing. I can't do this alone.
She was my anchor.
We'll solve this damn case together, Carm.
We have a deal, Detective.
Good soul, it's like a serrated knife rolling around in my throat.
The drink didn't help. The weight of my emotions was almost overwhelming. It felt liberating. The bartender slapped me back to reality.
John! Holy shit, it worked. Listen carefully, I can only plug into this glorified coffee machine for a short time.
It was my old guy in the chair. So, a tech whiz, and another proud member of the Go to Hell Cooper Club.
I need your help, John.
Tit for tat, Zo. Help me with my case, and I'll help you with yours.
This has to be the priority. Inferno's entire digital framework is a scrambled egg right now. You get me?
Its physical state ain't much to sing about either.
Okay, talk to me. Describe every single detail and zero bullshit, please.
Very well.
I described the incident scene. Zo was his usual self. Not even the goriest details could faze him.
Huh, that can't be it. I need you to find the server room. It should be huge, capable of storing ginormous amounts of data.
I'm on a case, Zo, and I'm pretty tight on time.
Once I'm inside, I can hack the logs and find anything about anyone in Inferno. I'll know when and how many times they took a piss. Heck, I could probably get their urinalysis. Would that help?
Just what I need. Sure, I'll look into it.
John, I cannot stress this enough.
Yeah, I'll hurry up. If the incident room isn't where they're keeping the server, where should we look next?
That's where the shockwave happened. I can't find traces of any other activity. Find a janitor or maintenance person, someone who knows the building.
I could ask the Chenky twins if I could find a way around their egos.
Straight to the top. That's fine. That's why you're the Hound and I'm tech support.
The dream team.
We were the fucking dream team, John.
We were.
Move it along, people! You're depressing me.
Okay.
Indeed, I'll be on my way.
I'll maintain this connection as long as I can.
Okay. So hold on, because I saw what's his face over here, so we can talk to him. There we go. I don't know.
The floor of the pit's most infamous antechamber was sticky with the residue of spilled fluids, each echoing step a witness to the terrific chaos. Luckily, a cheerful voice interrupted to distract me from the disturbing, maybe permanently scarring imagery.
What do you mean there is no need? You don't waste your eyes like at all.
I don't. Made it this far without that rubbish.
But what about your eyes? You're not bothered by the itches?
Doesn't matter. We've got company, mate.
Good to see you still in one piece, buddy. How'd you end up here?
Boss, you're alive. Blimey. My light switch has been worried sick since the lights went out. He told us you need some guiding expertise in the Inferno. So we followed you. Use the old hatch. Even made a friend along the way.
It was no small feat. Yet to Molly Savette, it was merely the backstory of a newfound friendship.
Zip it, mate. We ain't mates just yet.
The voice from the shadows was calm, yet also distorted and filled with pain, like a proud, mortally wounded dog.
Don't mind him, boss. His vessel is almost as ugly as this one, and his eye socket is itchy. Makes him never. My Elizabeth is trying to share some of his confidence, but he's a tough little muffin, he is.
Blimey, I'm not. Hang on. Cooper, right? The detective.
Holy shit, Snacks! There's two of them now.
I had been half right. A walking corpse had spoken to me. Stripped, clean of every augmentation a human being could have possibly loaded into himself.
Depends. Who or what is asking. You got a name?
Yeah. Kevin's the name.
Kevin?
Something off about my name. Is there, mate?
No, it's actually a breath of fresh air. Most names around here are much harder to pronounce.
Hey, John. Remember Lucy?
Right. Let's get back to our friggin' priorities. Kevin? I'm looking for a missing upper girl. Name's Lucy. Did you see her on your way up here?
Wouldn't say so. No.
I haven't seen you born sorry, boss.
Did you see anyone passing through here that was covered head to toe in blood?
Didn't see nobody like that in here, boss.
Kev?
I definitely recall a thing like that, mate.
Our lovely hosts must have left an impression on you.
You meet one less right. You've met them all. Nasty as right. Afflicted evil lot.
He tried to spit through his multiple rows of deformed...
Gross. No, stop
Right.
that.
Would you care to elaborate on your intense emotions?
This vessel occurs down in the underworld, right? But there are others which can sense, guide, and worst of all, feed on the stream of thought. They nearly wicked the dream world down there. Up here, they're like swimming fish, which can twist the currents at will.
You mean they can perceive data flow?
My leadsmith can't be sure, but if they can tap in, they can control it too. Nothing is hidden from them, and that makes them viable. And just a tip from Pal, my leadsmith. Steer clear of eating asteroids. They're as appetizing as a sack of rusty nails.
Well, I wasn't planning to eat them, but good to know.
Do you require further assistance, boss?
Kevin, mate, can you take me to the baths?
Got the gobble, mate.
The what?
The coin, mate. For your gob.
Yeah, here's your coin.
Oh.
Now, show me the way, boatman.
It's ferryman, actually.
Very true.
And that coin's for you. Bite on it so you can cross the barrier. One more condition, mate. You've got to wear this bag over your head.
Coops, we don't do bags over heads. You hear me?
All part of the experience, I'm sure.
It had been right there, right underneath the towering pile of everything that was wrong and vile. It was the baths, hiding in plain sight. Can't say I wasn't impressed. Then, silence. No strobing neon hysteria or the deafening noise of desperate billions. Nothing but silence. An oasis for tired souls.
You should feel right at home.
I just pray we're not switching to some fantasy bullshit all of a sudden.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the pit's finest detective, John Cooper.
Several weary voices overlapped in response, breaking the calm in the room.
Quest completed, Mr. Cooper. How do you feel?
Given the secrecy of the location, I was expecting something more advanced.
Nothing advanced supersedes that which has already been given to us. If you are as wise as you are clever, you'll remember that. We have our ways, and our security measures are unimpeachable. The people of the baths expect nothing less from me.
Plus you have a cozy little back door into Inferno.
Indeed. Keep your enemies close and all that, though I won't call them enemies. I will call them, well, clouded. Anyway, if I remember correctly, you have a lot of questions for me, Mr. Cooper.
Out of nowhere, the weight of the case hit me like a sucker punch to the liver.
A girl is missing. I want you to find her.
It sounded as simple as buttered toast.
Buttered toast.
Everything in order, Mr. Cooper?
You don't happen to have a scared teenage upper girl called Lucy wandering around here, do you?
Can't say I know anyone down here by that name. Any other details you'd like to share?
He listened with great interest as I recounted my investigation. It seemed like half a lifetime had passed since I'd left the office.
I see. Well, she's not here. My people would have spotted her in an instant. I'm sorry I'm not much help to your investigation, but I think I know someone who can maybe do better. You can come out now, kid.
Well, what do you know? Everyone's favorite Inferno guide.
You're looking for her. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe we can help each other out.
We have a huge problem.
Breathe, kid. What happened?
Chaos. Complete bloody lockdown. Twitch drooling all over the place. Mumbling, Jelani fried, Jelani fried. And Lucy was I was trying to... Oh, fuck. I don't feel well.
Lucy? Where? Talk to me, kid.
Den of Temptation. Floor 96, room 29.
Remember our exercises, Puck. We've practiced this before. You know how it works. How do we feel, kid?
Better.
Thank you.
You're looking for her, yes? Please, go find her. She's the best thing that ever set foot in this shithole. You hear? Best thing that ever... that ever happened to me.
I'm gonna have to see what happened up there for myself.
Take care, kid.
I will. Please come back if you find anything.
Will do.
Okay. So can I leave? Let's go to C's room.
Fortune favors the drunk detective. Said no one ever. Instead of an upper kid who got a bit carried away during a night out, I was greeted by an expressionistic circus. A mess of colors, toiletries, and clothes, all missing pieces of the story, waiting to be neatly unraveled. Cozy and well-stocked, with just enough of the illusion of safety.
Oh, a real grooming man cave. One UV lamp wouldn't be enough.
Ooh-wee! We definitely got sloshed in far worse places than this.
A plain black wig. Simple as that. Maybe Lucy was wearing it, for whatever reason. To conceal her identity? Or just as a fashion statement?
Dude, look around! Fashion statements went redundant like 1 billion years ago.
Okay.
Oh, you poor thing! Left out here all alone! Won't someone adopt you and give you the forever home you deserve?
How many women were in this room exactly? And who would even wear this? Whatever this is, it even has a cloth tag. Kitty. Weird. Huh. I was expecting a digitag.
It's a reminder that they have their own identities and lives worth living beyond Inferno.
This must be the perfume Lucy bought at Metro. Bootleg crap, as Guza called it. It actually smells really nice. Oddly familiar, even.
Does it? It should.
An untrained eye would see nothing but standard pre-game chaos. I see pain, discomfort, calamity. No good time was had in this room, at least not recently. I hear the shouts of attackers and the screams of a scared upper girl. Lucy was taken by force, kidnapped. I bet this lockdown mess is actually working in my favor now.
Okay, so we've done all that.
That's some pricey looking crystal. There's still some booze left. Wait a second. Is that a worm at the bottom of the glass?
Ugh.
I've heard of serving worms with exotic booze, but damn, this thing is way too ugly for that. It is an actual worm, but it's covered in a metallic alloy. Ugh, careful now.
Yo, Goose! I'm gonna try something real quick. Don't mind me. Just do your thing. At him.
You try your best not to empty your bowels upon first contact with the hideous creature floating in the sparkly liquid. To your amazement, it still shows signs of life, squirming ever so slightly in the palm of your hand.
Metallic, but soft, gooey.
Unaware that these were the last moments of its life, you gently prodded the worm, revealing its rigid, shell-like, yet oddly elastic structure, saturated with fat.
Ooh.
Crap, did I kill it? Or was it already... Ugh. Oh, what the hell is that smell? Oh, sweet soul.
The putrid stench overwhelms you, instantly clobbering the smells of perfume, leather, alcohol, and burnt conduit. Somehow, you maintain your poise as a thin stream of yellow pus races across your palm.
Oh, that was wrong on possibly every level. There's another one in the glass. Maybe I should...
The temptation is nothing short of a favored daydream. Can you contain the wretched...
Oh.
Oh, well, that was freaking delightful, but I'm definitely leaving narration to the pros from now on. I can tell you that.
Okay.
Gateway neurocalibrator. Dual slots, dual 3.11 jacks, dual... everything. But what did Lucy need this for?
Okay. Report to Puck. Let's see. So, I don't see anything else going on here.
Hey, Zoe.
Any news?
Man, I have at least a dozen questions.
They'll have to wait, John. This is urgent.
Everything is always urgent with you, Zoe. I know you.
Well, what do you expect? It's not every day someone hunts down your frequency in order to delete your existence. Luckily, I'm not your average cyberpunk. I lose them, I help you with the case.
Back in the saddle, eh? Just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
On my way, Zoe.
Hurry, John. This line is...
Okay, so... let me see something real fast here. Oh jeez, the lights are out again. This is the one thing I don't... oh, I didn't realize I could do all that. Can I just get in here, please?
Stand still for scanning, citizen.
God.
This is a private area. We are authorized to shoot on sight.
Right.
Just let him through.
Oh.
Proceed, citizen. Your weapon is empty and therefore harmless. You may keep it in your possession.
And you may suck my barrel, asshole!
Yikes.
Well now, detective. Will
Some
you
Twin
tell me
Peaks
which
now.
one of my vast collection of idiots let you out?
As I stepped into the throne room of evil, Xena's irritation was palpable. Yet there was a flicker of intrigue as she narrowed her eyes in my direction. I needed to tread carefully while dealing with the archdevil herself.
What do you say if...
Your tech was damaged, or maybe completely fried. The doors practically jumped open for me.
Frickin' soul, I don't have time for this shit. And you decided to waltz right back here? I can't tell if you're crazy or stupid.
At this point, I'm wondering the exact same thing.
So far, you've been nothing but a thorn, poking my eye right in the middle of a shit show that could screw the entire fucking pit! So why should I, pray fucking tell, let you walk out of this room?
She's blind outside this room.
You're gonna need a pair of functional, NIN-less eyes for starters. Weird things are going down outside your throne room.
Then you'd better have a damn good example, detective. I'm waiting.
Xena had been snappy the first time we met, and making my life a living hell might brighten her day even now. I had to think of something useful, or get ready for a career on the golf course.
I found a place which might be ground zero for whatever happened. It was stacked knee-deep with mangled corpses.
Fuck my life. Go on.
The room's a nightmare, drenched in blood walls to floor.
I laid out the horror and destruction for her, down to the last gruesome detail. The whole 9 kiloyards of massacre, dead tech, and eerie white noise. She bristled. Disbelief and resentment danced across her face like a couple of drunk teenagers. Her attempt at maintaining her composure was unconvincing. A rare crack in her polished facade.
What's your assessment of the, situation?
No clue. It's like every one of their Augs just popped.
Cute attempt. It wasn't the Augs. Palers don't need frickin' Augs. It was their own blood. Whoever did this knew exactly what would happen. Anything else?
Someone was strapped to a bionization chair.
Her brow wrinkled briefly in a frown. She hadn't seen that one coming.
And?
I followed their tracks to the cauldron, but then I lost them among the hordes of spazzers.
Okay, here's the deal. I'll go find that rat fuck as soon as my backup gets their asses down here. But if you get your sneaky mitts on him first, yours truly will owe you exactly one favor. How does that sound?
Music to my ears.
Good. Anything else?
Nothing I can think of.
Are you 100 sol damn % positive?
150.
Exceeding the mathematical limits of certainty? Stick to the facts, Cooper. I'm not interested in fantasy. This is some good work, detective. Now be smart, and keep that intel far away from my brother. If Victy starts sticking his nose in, we'll all be fucked. That would be devastating for every single one of us.
Right. Listen, we need to play fair. If I'm gonna do any legwork for you, at least give me some answers about my case.
Nobody plays fair in this city, asshole. PIs like you should know that better than most. You get one freebie, for now. Use it wisely.
There we go.
I found this tech gadget thingy. Can you shed any light on what it's for?
What was that? It sounds like a clunky NIN swapper. We find this crap all the time. Assholes who get themselves banned use this to swap identities and get inside Inferno.
Swap identities? Can this freaking case get any more complicated?
The idea that I could have been looking for the wrong person this entire time almost made me sick.
Better models can be backtracked, but not this piece of shit. Oh well. Now then, I have a lot on my mind, so if you're not here to help with anything, help by fucking off, thank you.
Hey, quick question. Would you mind pointing me toward the nearest server room?
Sure. It's right next door to the none of your fucking business room. But I genuinely want to know. Why the hell would you even ask something like that?
It's a high security risk, and my guts tell me it might be compromised, even now. Just saying.
Huh? Okay, shut your mouth for a second.
She couldn't ignore the question. It was too intriguing. I saw her NIN OGs and retinas blinking, working in unison to hurdle over soul knows how many firewalls Zoe had thrown up. Her frown told me she had failed. Of course she did.
Their blood is the fucking server. The blood you saw everywhere, spray painted on the walls.
Excuse me?
Palers don't need a server room. Their blood is their hardware, as long as we have Yelani. We used to coexist, and now we don't. Now get the fuck out of my face and find out why those roaches want to find that room. The only two Palers left, at least the two that I know of, are me and my dipshit twin brother. Despite everything, I love that dumb bastard. We may be the last of our kind now, but don't misunderstand me, detective.
She turned pitch black in a split second.
Victi is dangerous, chaotic. I need you to listen very carefully now. If you want to keep any of our heads intact, he must know nothing about this. Now that you hopefully understand what's at stake, go find out what those techie roaches want with the server, now that you've found it.
There were scores of bodies in that room. How can you even think you can hold Yelani solo?
I'm Xena fucking Chenki. I'm more than enough. Don't trouble your annoying little head about that.
That's all I got.
Get back here as soon as you've got something new. And if you value that skinny ass of yours, stay clear of my brother.
Okay. Alright, let's talk to him real quick, and then I'll probably wrap it up.
Hey, Zoe.
Any news?
There is no server room, Zoe. Just a bunch of dead Palers who are freelancing as their storage units for Yelani.
Palers? Are you kidding me?
Nope. That breed is officially on the endangered species list now.
Fuck, that can't be it. The systems are still barely functional. Wait.
They could do this, they could do this.
Do what?
Listen, tell them I have a backup for Yelani. In order to reboot it, I need a Paler to act as a middleman, a kind of conduit.
I'm not involving the Chenkies any more than I have to, Zoe.
Well, you have to. They're probably the only Palers left in here. Maybe even on all of Terra Hive. Just get them to me. The Yelani is degrading fast.
That nerd spent too much time playing shooters with 12-year-old coops. You can't just make gangsters act like lab rats.
Zoe has always been like this. Reckless with everyone. Except us. We were a family.
Okay.
You've got the attention of the so-called Queen of the Underworld.
Can't blame her. I'm rummaging through her system. She's crazy, you know that,
Crazy
right?
or not, her goals seem to match yours. Systems restored, Bullsec's gone. Return of beloved status quo.
I'm in. John.
It was impossible to register emotion in the cheap Bions expression. But somehow, I did.
You're an irredeemable bastard, you know that?
I'd like your flattery better if it came with a cold drink.
Let me finish the thought. I appreciate this, you helping and all. I never expected to see you in a situation like this again, but you delivered. You'll have my gratitude. Now, let's put the cherry on top of this sundae.
I just hope you know what you're doing.
I've been waiting my whole life for this.
Perhaps it was my arrogance or stubbornness, but I still felt wrong about all of it. The decision to side with either one of these two greasy evils was not an easy one.
Okay.
On my way, Zoe.
Speed it up. No telling when this connection will drop.
Okay. So, just saved. I'm going to do a quick save anyway, and we will leave this off here. Before it gets too deep into anything. So for now, I will thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to chomp down that like button. If you did like it, leave a comment down below with any other game suggestions that you'd like to see from me. Share this channel with your friends and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already to see other videos that I've done. I will see you all in the next one.